Hello, 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 my beautiful Tauruses. This is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I am so glad to be here with you today. I have got your full moon in Leo tarot card reading for my Taurus sun, moon, and rising signs. You guys, I feel like it's taken me forever to get here to do this reading. This is actually a second reading for you guys. So I'll talk a little bit about the first. You can see I've already got some tables out. So this is actually a reenactment, sort of a recreation of the beautiful message that I got last night from the Oracle cards. Y'all know I got technical issues every now and then, and so very typical of a pre-Mercury retrograde, of a retro shadow. I definitely had a glitch, and I lost that beautiful reading. So I got another one for you guys here today. But today is actually, well, tonight is the full moon in Leo, okay? So it's going to be happening within the next, I want to say like 14 hours, okay, you guys? Sorry to get this out to you so late, but man, you guys, this week I have been on the journey. I've been slaying the dragons. I've been having some ego stuff popping up, and you know how it goes. You just got to confront that head on. That has been very much tied into my sense of vitality. Okay, so my energy levels and my health has not been great this week. So thanks for letting me kind of vent about that. But that's the reason why I didn't get these out to you sooner. So I've got you guys and Capricorn to get through. And then I'm going to create a video with an astro forecast and another one with an interactive, aka pick a pile tarot reading for all signs regarding this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. You guys, it's gonna be interesting. The next 6 weeks are going to get very, very interesting. Virgo, because they're ruled by Mercury and the opposite of Pisces, they kind of got a little mini astro forecast. So if you just kind of want a quick preview of what those energies are going to be like, check out the beginning of Virgo's video. Otherwise, I would like to just go ahead and get into our reading, if you don't mind, my fellow Tauruses. You guys know, if you don't know, I am a Taurus sun. If you don't know, also, maybe I forgot to say this. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hit 100 subscribers just last week, and this week maybe, I don't know. So much has been going on. So thank you guys so much for your love and support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I think my videos were shared, I don't remember how many times. Almost 30 times. And I didn't know that. I didn't know you guys were putting me out there like that. So thank you guys so much. I'm really glad you guys are here. We have a lot of really cool stuff coming up for Soul School. I'm going to be growing and glowing in 2020. So I am really glad that you guys are aboard and are going to be there with me. Let's talk about these cards, you guys. It is a collective reading, so this message may not resonate with every Taurus. If it doesn't, please poke around and find a video. See if there's any other messages that you're drawn to. If not, there's so many wonderful tarot readers on YouTube, so I wish you the best in finding one. Hit me up. I think I'm the best. You guys are awesome. Pardon me, I'm just kind of trying to straighten up my camera. Okay. Hit me up with the information below if you want to book a personal reading. And follow me on Instagram because I'm doing daily draws there now. Cool? Yeah? Thank you guys so much. I'm also on Facebook, so hit me up there. Every now and then I share videos from here. I share other posts. I just share lots of things. Okay? So anyways, it's early. I'm rambling. Let's talk about these cards. I got this message, like I said last night, from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And I could not shut up about them. I think I spent about 15 minutes just talking about these amazing cards. So, Tauruses, this is what is the energy going on for you guys between February 8th and the 22nd. Okay, so the period of the Leo full moon. This card is called Faith, all right? And, you got faith, power, and peace, okay? So let me kind of tell you how this came out. This little girl's kind of lost in the woods. She's on her journey. She's gotten to a dark and scary place. She doesn't really know quite how to get out there, all right? Out of there. I do feel like she's divinely protected because she has this awesome helmet on, okay? And then there's the presence of these purple flowers above her. So to me, that is a sort of how do I explain this? It's very much a sign of divinity, but also divinity here on earth. Okay. So I'm thinking about, they're pointing me to talk about the color purple as a symbol of royalty in the Middle Ages and the early modern time. And that was believed, royalty was believed to have been a divine right. Okay. So almost like the divinity of God has been placed in these earthly beings. And that's what the color purple represented, okay? So there's definitely divinity present, in fact, in this symbol of the blackbird that we have right there in the tree, okay? There's some other really interesting stuff that came out in last night's reading. The star card in one of my decks, the female figure is in a tree and actually kind of represented the fact that this little girl, she's lost in the woods, and this starling, okay, this starling comes to her. All right, look at the beak. All right, it's not a raven, it's not a crow. That tiny beak belongs to a songbird. That's a starling. Okay, and this starling has come to kind of like bring her a message, I think a message of faith, all right, to help her find her way out of this dark, scary part of the woods that she has found herself in, okay? So there's light at the end of this crazy path, but it is the songbird that shows up to kind of guide this female, this figure out of the dark and scary woods, okay? So the message that I got that came along, which I'll talk about that, y'all. It was the best message for Tauruses. But later, there was this figure, the star. She's actually standing in a tree. It's an interesting image in my Decameron Tarot. And so it kind of shows that this girl ends up later down her path stepping into a role where she is the starling, and she goes in to help other people find their way out of those woods. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so what happens with her? She comes out of the woods, all right? This is the same little girl, okay? And you can tell because they've kind of got some similar, like, there we go. Some similar head coverings on, okay? All right, but in this one, look at that. She's wearing the wings of the starling, okay? So she has stepped into her faith. She stepped into this amazing power that she has. She has this awesome relationship with the divine now, okay? And you can see, if you can peek at, here, let me move this around, you guys, because, my computer's being really annoying right now. I just want to move this little tiny screen so that I can see the things. It's annoying. Okay, I can't always see the cards. I can't see the screen when I'm showing you the cards. So I want to make sure you can see what I can see. All right, you can see the true north right there at her crown chakra. Okay, so this halo around her has like a built-in compass. All right, so she's been in the dark and heard the songbird about faith. All right, this starling shows up. And by the way, the star is all about hope and optimism and renewal. And that's what the starling is representing here. But also this amazing kind of power, because all blackbirds represent essentially like messages from the other world. Okay, so she got the memo. Okay, she got the message. Look at how I feel like she's taken whatever clothes she was in at the time and like fashioned herself this like warrior gown. She's got this relationship with the divine now. She's wearing the wings of the starling so she can communicate back and forth with the divine. I even feel like she's delivering messages. So some of you guys are channelers, light workers, tarot readers like me. Okay, but see how we've got this tree back here. The woods are behind her now. Okay, and she's got these amazing companions. I pulled out the Llewellyns. Now I can't remember. I have my Llewellyns as not the calendar, complete book of correspondences. All right, and jaguars. I had to look them up because look how amazing they are right there at her feet. She's got these two that follow her around now. All right, these are spiritual presences. Okay. So she's got her spirit guide, she's got her true north, she's got her spiritual compass out, she's got her warrior dress. She came out of the woods, y'all. She came out of the woods and she found, I feel like last night I didn't do this, but tonight they really want me to talk about that pond in the background. Okay? So she came out of the woods, she found what she needed to restore herself, to step back into her power, to come out of those woods and move into a place of sanctuary and peace, okay? Now look at this. These nasty woods are outside in the window, all right? So she has stepped into her power. See, we still have like the same kind of veil over the head. This is the same person, all right? And this is an amazing because now I know even more so, because last night we had this confirmation come up with the star card, the star figure in the tree, okay? This is a cycle. This person went through this path and had to take command of their own healing because now they can bring peace and healing to others, okay? It's this Mother Mary energy. Look at that. I'm hearing Paul McCartney singing to me. All right, let it be, let it be. All right, we got that little lamb. That is some serious mother and child, Madonna and child energy, okay? So you have moved into this place where you can now birth something of your own. But this is a child. It shows this cyclical nature, okay? You went through the path and freed yourself, and now you're going to be able to help free, maybe it's your child, maybe it's the next generation, maybe it's just people younger than you or people your age that are just going through that process after you've already been through it, okay? So this is, I'm sitting here telling you this story and I don't feel like my voice is really expressing to you how amazing and badass this whole transformation is, Tauruses. Y'all have come through it. And on the other side, you build yourself this haven, this shelter. You can see the pond in the background, okay? She's not too far from it. She knows it's right there, okay? So this pond is an amazing place where she steps into her power, and she's got it right there in her backyard if she ever needs it again, okay? But she came from being surrounded by this weird darkness that she didn't understand into this place of peace. And that's just really freaking beautiful, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these ladies up here so I can keep my eye on them. And I am going to go into the tarot, but not before I talk to you about the tarot cards that came out last night. You guys, I hate when I do this, when I lose a reading and then I spend the whole next reading talking about the reading that was, but it was so good, you guys. Ooh, where do you want me to start? We're going to start with the Crow Tarot today. That's different than what we did last night. You guys, in short, the message that I got was actually kind of hilarious, but so very Taurus. I think the title I had was narrowing your options in a very Taurus way. So basically, I feel like you're at a place where, yeah, you've been through the things. Okay, you've been through it. We have the Tower and the Sun card reverse at the bottom of the deck as I'm speaking those words, okay? You guys have been through it, and probably especially when it comes to love, all right? The message that came out was some of you guys have been on a path in the past where you put other people's needs before your own, okay? So instead of just like blazing a trail along your own path, some of you guys ended up in a habit where you were kind of being just dragged along on somebody else's path, okay? Look, you guys, the sun is up right now. The truth has come out. You guys are beginning to see that that was the case, all right? So now, oh my God, the images were amazing because it's like, you know, in the Empress card, usually there's just the Empress, but in the Ship of Fools Tarot, there's like 8 people in her tent with her. Okay, and that showed me that you guys are definitely attracting options. All right. Then the next card that came out was the cart, and it's kind of this medieval type deck, right? 1490s. And so what's interesting about that is that there's like 5 people on the cart. Okay, both the Chariot and the Empress, those are cards where there's supposed to be one person. We're not supposed to have 8 other people in on our decision about who we are and how we're growing and where it is we're going to take with that. So I feel like, Taurus, is the message of that reading was that you're attracting a lot of options right now. But what your focus is making sure that you're going down your path. Okay? So in other words, you know that situation where you hook up with somebody and you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. But then a year later, you realize you haven't gotten any closer to any of your goals. They have. They got closer to their goals. They're on their path, and then you look around and realize, crap, I'm on their path too. So some of you guys, the way that you're narrowing down these options are who is on my path. Who is on a path that is compatible with mine? Because I'm not ready to abandon my path. I'm moving forward. I'm getting things done my way. And if you're not going that way, then bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay? So I love that energy. Keep it up. I'm going to go ahead and we're turning to the Crow Tarot right now to see what reading comes out for us today. Yeah. So collective reading. Why do I keep seeing that 5 of Wands? Okay. Don't make me follow up. Last night's amazing reading was something about blockages. Spirit. Okay. Divine spirits of love and light. Ancestors, allies, and guides. Archangels, thank you so much for being here, for guiding this reading, for offering us protection and guidance, and for helping us to navigate. I want to take, but I don't know how many. 3. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Let's get into this. All right. So the Crow Tarot. Yeah, this is hermit mode right now. Okay, you guys, this is hermit mode. And there's a message here because he's just kind of sitting in this tree in winter, you guys. Sitting in the tree. Okay. Look at that. You are now, this bird appeared to you from the spirit world. Okay. You now have access to the spirit world, maybe in meditation, maybe in prayer, maybe just in self-reflection. Okay. But do you see how this is the exact same scene? But in this one, it's probably spring or autumn. And in this one, it's winter time. Okay. So that's what they're drawing me to, this light. All right. Understanding that it literally is right there on the other side of this blockage. Okay. You guys know that the light is just right there. Okay. And what are we heading towards? Judgment. Okay. Judgment is just like bringing things back to life again. Okay. Bringing things back to life again. And this is a beautiful message. I definitely do not think that it contradicts the reading that we had last night. Okay. Because this is about you protecting your own energy right now. And you should be. Because listen, homies, I can tell you based on that reading last night, you're attracting a lot of gold diggers isn't the word, but it's coming out of a song. It's coming out of a song. Okay. Like little dogs. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is going to sound terrible. They're showing me, and I feel like there's some song lyrics that are not coming to me. But it's this image of like dogs sniffing around on the ground for scraps. Okay, you are not scraps, honey. It's not that you're like laying on the ground and people are sniffing around for you. But I'm hearing like it's that kind of low level vibration. People are coming at me and like, what can I get? What can I get? What can I get? Without really putting much into it, without having to invest anything of myself. How can I just glean this beautiful Empress Goddess energy off of this Taurus without having to put any of my energy into it? And so you're being told to just like protect your energy. Okay. Protect your beautiful Empress Goddess vibes that you've got going on, masculine or feminine. Okay. Because you're in a place of bossery right now. Do y'all know what I mean by bossery? Yes, you do. You're in a place of bossery. Unfuck with ability. If you just keep your hands on those pentacles. Okay. Just keep yourself guarded right now. It's exhausting. This is a funny story. And I love it so much, you guys. I don't know if I've ever had this interpretation come out of the Seven of Wands. That's beautiful. The Seven of Wands is having to throw up a guard against people who are just kind of always coming at you. Or you're trying to move through a space and it's like an obstacle course where you got people coming at you around every corner, okay? That's typically what I feel with the Seven of Wands. This Seven of Wands is reversed. So this is us. This is Taurus up here, okay? Standing up on this cliff. I feel like it's the same bird from a different angle. Do you see that? Okay, because the city is still behind here, but there's a lot of clouds. Okay, so it's just same bird, different angle because there's this water down here. Okay, but anyways, this bitch who I love and adore and do not blame, it just got so tired of defending herself from all these advances. She straight up pushes them off of the cliff. Okay, like just get here. I am so tired of having to defend my beautiful goddess energy because everybody's just coming at it left and right. And therefore, there's some judgment that needs to be made. Okay? I'm blowing the horn. I'm blowing the trumpet. Stop. Do you understand? Stop. Something is going on that you're just saying, this has to stop. It can't go on anymore. This has to stop. I'm calling it up. All right. I feel like it's something that you thought you had put to rest previously. Okay. You thought you had put it to rest previously. Is this where we're going next? Okay. But it's just, do you know what I mean, you guys? Like the image that they're getting, and please understand this is also coming from my own personal life. They're getting me that thing where people are just doing the most annoying. See, here's what I mean, you guys. When I talk about a whole bunch of people on the cart, you cannot move forward if you're stopping to figure out where everybody else is trying to get to. Nope. It's your cart. Drive it towards your direction. Okay? But back to this. It's like that thing where somebody's just poking you. Gives you a little poke, a little poke, a little poke, a little poke, a little poke. And you're just like, you know what? This isn't even worth my energy. I'm not going to fight this. I'm not going to deal with this. Just whatever. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. And then one day you fucking snap. You say, no more of this. And what's funny is like they're showing me, because I'll do this. I'll snap on one person who pushed me too far. Like the straw that broke the camel's back. And they don't realize that there was 1,800 other straws up on my back too. Okay? So that's what I really, really feel like. And I love that energy. Keep doing it, Taurus. Keep doing it. All right? We are now pulling from the Ship of Fools. Look at that. The Fool, you guys. The Fool. Yes, we're coming back to it. Okay? The Ship of Fools Tarot is, I think I was talking about this in the last video. Basically, it is based off of a German woodcut, Das Narrenschiff, the Ship of Fools. It was basically like a satire of human folly, okay, if you will. The Four of Swords, okay. We're going to get a little story from them while I talk to you about the history of the deck. Okay. It was contemporary to tarot, but completely unrelated to tarot. Okay, different symbologies, stuff like that. This has very much to do with just like typical medieval life. But in each scene, we have a fool. Okay, on every single card. All right. So Brian Williams, who is a Renaissance expert, does discovered this woodcut. It's basically like, look at this. Look at how mankind is just this fool all the time. And he adapted it to the tarot, okay? So we end up with lots of really weird symbology, but we always have the fool on every single card, all right? Let's see what this judgment's all about. That's what I'm curious about. Da, da, da. There's so many majors, which by the way, guys, last night there were so many majors. So there's some really pivotal energy going on right now. Let's see what they want to talk about. You guys, stop it. Major, 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 major. Major. I feel like we're reading Catch-22. You guys, you seen it? Watch the movie. Major, major is an actual guy. Okay, so this Four of Pentacles is being accompanied by a Four of Swords. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at this energy, this picture in just a moment, but the energy of this is remaining still. But also, you guys, this is such a weird... I have to come back to the cow, okay? I don't even know what animal this is. Does that look like a real barnyard animal to you? I don't, like... Who's a zoologist, okay? Some of these animals, I don't think they're real. This guy is trying to hold on to this, like, weird alpaca lamb, whatever weird animal he's got. And do you see how somebody's coming at it, right? Somebody's coming at it. And it's being defended, okay? But this is about trying to maintain your stability and security when there's a bunch of badass crazy shit going on around. Like, those guys are, what even is this? Okay? You guys, that cow is like stealing a cross out of that guy's backpack. What is even happening? This is the world around you right now. And TBH, you're trying to sneak away from that ship of fools right there. Okay? You're trying to go on your New Jersey journey, not New Jersey. You can go to New Jersey if you want, but not everybody's journey is in that direction. But for some reason, I feel like this boat is full of these fools that got knocked off of the cliff. Okay? So you're just really, really, yeah. You're trying to protect your energy because you want to take it on a new adventure. But we have these two pairs of cards. Here's the thing. You don't really know where you're going. Because, again, just like the Empress, last night, this is the deck I used last night, where we had the Empress surrounded by people. So it was the High Priestess, okay? And this High Priestess is reversed, which lets me know, again, the reason why you're having a hard time hearing your intuition and really understanding what direction your path is taking you on. Because right now you're just holding on tight to the donkey and letting it lead you where it will. Okay? But there's too many voices in your head right now to be able to hear your own intuition. Okay? Because she's up there kind of addressing the audience, which is not a very High Priestess thing to do. That's the Hierophant's job. You like to keep it on the lockdown. Okay? So keeping knowledge to yourself is very much a High Priestess activity. And when that's reversed, you kind of just want to watch out for maybe how you look to the people around you. Okay? Throwing a little bit of clove, and then I'm gonna go ahead over here. This is where she's headed to, because do you see how there's this castle in the background? And I feel like that's kind of where this Strength card person is trying to head. Again, too many people. Okay, this is lovers, or love in this card is, or in this deck is essentially, it's a card about how love can make a fool of you, okay? She's looking at all these different people. Look, here's the thing. You got people on strings, and you don't even know it, okay? This woman has options. She has choices. This is you, Taurus, okay? Same energy as before. You have options and you have choices, okay? One of them, by the way, is just to let it all go. Do you see that death card in the background? Just drop them all right? But there is somebody at the end of one of these leashes that is worth keeping. Actually, what's funny is it's Cupid. And Cupid's not even on a leash. So I feel like, okay, they're giving me this vibe. It's, by the way, look, I don't even know what these animals are. What the heck is that, you guys? So they're giving me this vibe of like, there's a whole bunch of thirsty hoes hanging around like, hey, can I get your time? Hey, can I get your attention? Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. I'm really awesome. I need you. I need your attention. I need your validation. And all of that just really turns you off. And then here comes somebody that's like, hey, how's it going? I know who I am. I don't need your validation. I was just going to say, hey, how's it going? Because I think you're pretty cool. Does that make sense? The one person who doesn't need, they're not thirsty for your attention, that's the one that turns you on. Okay? So, you're just in a place right now where I think there's going to be a little bit of time before you can, yes, these are tied in. The High Priestess reverse and the Hanged Man reverse both have to do with not being able to hear your inner voice. But look, where did we start with this journey? Okay? All right? Do you remember when you were in the woods and that starling came to you? That starling is still there. You still have access to this space. Okay? Go back to the lake. Go back to the lake and talk with your guides. Talk with the people within. Okay? Oh, snap. Because check this out. Look at this upright. All the starlings, all these birds are trying to come in and talk to him. And he's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to make up my mind about something. And they're like, ho, we're here to help you. Okay? Oh, your guys don't call you ho? I'm just kidding. I'm very colloquial. I don't call them ho. We're very, you know the conversations we have in our heads with our guides and stuff like that. Okay? So this is very interesting. You have too many voices coming at you in the 3D. Too many people around you trying to get in your ear, and it's keeping you from hearing your inner voice. All right? So we got one advice card, and then I'm letting y'all go because we're already 32 minutes in. Okay. No, thank you, kitty cat. My kitty cats are like, why can't we be there all the time? Because y'all don't know how fat you are. Sorry, that would sound like I was being really rude. I'm going to get different kites because my cats are driving me crazy, you guys. That's what's happening. I try to, I can't let them in here because, my cat Fred is really, really fat. Sorry, but it's true. He doesn't realize how fat he is, and he tries to jump up on my lap while I'm reading, and it always ends up with me getting scratched the heck up. So I do the line. Okay, my baby Charlie loves to bat these guys all around. So right now I have a missing lapis lazuli. See what happens? I can't even pronounce the words because my throat chakra stone is missing. This is advice. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Anxiety, nightmares, getting to the bottom of that. Do you see how all of these swords are literally standing between these birds and the moon? Okay? The moon is the source of information for the starlings. And everybody else's voice is a sword. Okay? So the birds have to be able to get through that wall of swords to the moonlight because that is the source of information coming from the spirit world. Okay? This is what's going to help you make your decision. If you don't do that on your own, guess who will? The universe. The universe will help make that decision for you. All right? So your goal right now is to go within, clear out everybody else's voices from your mind and listen, tune into your own, okay? This message is not at all incompatible with in fact, it's pretty much, it's a mirror of the message that we had last night, okay? Which makes me very, very excited to deliver to you guys because what that means is that you are in your power. You're in a place of peace and you're not really trying to let anybody else disturb that. So keep doing what you're doing, Tauruses. Take really good care of your beauty and your energy. And I love you so much. I'm going to see you guys on the other side of this Leo full moon. Take care.